Good morning, students. This is our chapter A Shot in the Dark. In our literature book, there is a poem and there is a prose which makes one chapter. So, here is a chapter A Shot in the Dark. What is the meaning of a shot in the dark? It means that an attempt to guess something when you have no information or knowledge about the subjects, therefore cannot possibly known what the answer is. And this is written by a great poet, Hector Hugh Munro. So first we talk about the writer. Hector Hugh Munro, who was born in 1870 and died 1916, wrote under the pseudonym of Saki, it's mean pen name. He was a novelist and short story writer born in Myanmar, that known as Burma, and educated in England. So the writer wrote the poems and the novel by the pen name that is Shaki. He joined the police force in Burma in 1893 and returned to England in 1896 to work as a newspaper reporter and foreign correspondent. In 1914, despite being over 40 years old, he volunteered for active service in World War I and was killed on the Western Front. It means that he is good poet, novelist, a short story writer. He is also person who fought for his country in the World War I and died. Although he joined the army at the age of 40. Saki is best known for his many varied short stories. He had a highly individual style and his humorous, satiric, supernatural and macabre stories are full of eccentric wit and unconventional situation. His stories are very funny. They are full of humorous. There is a fun and supernatural quality. And it is out of ordinary things. Now we come to the chapter A Shot in the Dark. So student, before explaining the chapter, I am going to give you the summary of this chapter so it is easy for you to understand the explanation of the chapter. In the lesson A Shot in the Dark, a young man whose name is Philip Salathraby is traveling by train to visit Mrs. Saltpen Jago, who was an influential lady. He hoped that he will be able to help him with his desire to become an MP. On the way, he met by a club member at the platform who talks good about Mrs. Saltpen. He meet a stranger in train who calls himself as Bertie. Who is Bertie? Bertie is the second son of Mrs. Saltpen. When Bertie sit in his cabin, he checks all his pockets multiple times. All his pockets for his coin, purse, but he was unable to find it. He asked a small help of £3 from Philip, as he was his mother's friend. He tells Philip that as he was traveling to Brandkyo for 3 days fishing, so he will return his home, that is Brill Manor, on Monday, and then he will return all his £3. Philip tried to confirm Bertie's crest with crest of Mrs. Salpen. Here, student, he has some doubt that whether he is Mrs. Salpen boy or not. Here he said that he want to match the crest with the boy and with the Mrs. Salpen. He found that it is mismatched, but when Bertie told about her mother that her mother's hair is as brown as his, then he found that he is not able to tell the correct color of her mother's hair. Thus Philip, not convinced that Bertie is the real son of Mrs. Salpen, and hence he denies to help Bertie. Bertie gets down furiously, and later Philip thinks highly of himself that how he will discuss this strange incident with other guests in the dinner and will be appreciated for his hosting. This will increase his chance for being chosen as a party manager. On reaching Brill Manor, which is the place of Mrs. Jago, he is received by Claude People, who is a professional lawyer working for Mrs. Jago. He was a tall but talkative man with an expensive car. On his way to Brill Manor, he talks about all the luxurious features of his expensive car. Here Phillips looked at the two crests kept in a box at the car window, and on further inquiry, he gets to know that they both belong to the Salpen family. Claude also tells him about recent change in Mrs. Jago when she electrifies everyone with blonde hair and her old hair were brown like Bertie. This makes Philip silent and speechless in the end of the story. It means that the writer get a chance to become the MP by influence the Mrs. Jago, as he helped the boy, that is Bertie. But by misassumption और यू से गलत फहमी की वजह से उसने ये चांस खो दिया. सो नाउ स्टूडेंट, वी कम टू द चैप्टर एंड एक्सप्लेनिंग इट. Philip Southwell settled himself down in an almost empty railway carriage with the pleasant feeling of starting off of an agreeable and profitable trip. He was bound for Brill Manor, the country residence of his new acquaintance, Mrs. Salpen Jago. Honria Salpen Jago was a person of some social importance in London, of considerable importance and influence in the country of Cheshire. The country of Cheshire was of immediate personal interest to Philip Salisbury. It was held for the government in the present parliament by a gentleman who did not intend to seek re-election, and Salisbury was under serious consideration by the party managers as his possible successor. Here, Philip, who is an ambitious person, he want to become a MP in the member of in the parliament. So she want to meet with a influence lady whose name is Mrs. Saltpen. So he was traveling to her home, that is in Cheshire. So he is boarding in a railway compartment and he want to go there and want to become a member of parliament. So student, in our next video I will explain you the remaining part of the chapter. Today we have known about the writer and the summary of the chapter. So it is easy for us to understand the chapter easily. Thank you.